concept of device independence. In the PostScript world, they were combined. Every PostScript file has device-independent graphic objects, but the job instructions are device-dependent. That's not the case in PDF workflows where they're separated. The JDF and the PDF are maintained separately. And this results in increased performance with the PDF print engine. From St. Petersburg, Russia, Igor Brukhanov says, as a result of introducing XMF into our business, we've achieved a 30% increase in productivity, most of which is made up of huge time savings in the ripping of files. So I mentioned this is a new technology. We take full advantage of system resources with things like multi-threading, multiple cores, if they exist on the workstation, on the server, taking advantage of the full color capabilities of the output device, which can be characterized with ICC profiles, increased rendering efficiency, faster performance, faster ripping. Automating the workflow, JDF enables workflows to be automated. When print runs decline in size, when jobs are being submitted over the internet, printers are under a lot of pressure to be more efficient in job preparation. And sometimes for shorter jobs, the preparation can take more time and more money, more labor, than the printing of the job. So it's absolutely critical. Workflow is not just a means to an end. It's absolutely critical to be efficient in the workflow prior to ripping to achieve these efficiencies. And with JDF, that can be automated. And that is what the XMF system does. It produces a JDF file, applies it to the job content in the PDF file, and that can be integrated with other JDF controls in Postpress, all the way up to job submission on the front end over the internet in the case of a digital storefront. So all of this results in more flexibility, more reliability, and greater productivity. PDF native rendering, cutting out the PostScript middleman, going from PostScript PDF back to PostScript. PDF, of course, is a human-readable format. It can be opened in an Adobe Reader and Adobe Acrobat, and late changes can be made to the content, even while preserving that reliability. So there's always this trade-off between reliability and flexibility. The PDF print engine raises the bar. You have that flexibility to make those late changes to the content, to repurpose a job for a different device, bind it to that device at the last possible minute, and repurpose those jobs to different presses. So that's the story of greater flexibility, but with the same high level of reliability. And that's new. So Paul Gill from Kent, UK, states that there's a lot of time savings with XMF. We've been achieving a 50% time saving in the planning, ripping, and proofing stages of the job that we handle through the pre-press department. This is invaluable to us as it means we can potentially double the number of jobs we produce in a day, allowing us to increase our turnover as well as reducing our level of overtime. No surprise ripping. Surprises is not a good word in the world of printing. You don't want any surprises. And PDF has been a popular format with printers for well over 10 years. But just because the job is a PDF file does not necessarily mean that it will print as expected. There's 101 different ways you can produce a PDF file. If you look at all the different switches in Distiller, and you want to make sure that the customer does the right thing. So just because it's a PDF file does not guarantee correct reproduction. And as we all know, prepress is a very complicated series of processes that include the flattening of transparency, mapping color spaces, imposing signatures, trapping, bedding. The later these can be done, and with respect to the output device, the more reliable and more accurate your output will be. That's exactly what the Adobe PDF print engine does. It does all that, the color conversion, the trapping, the imposition can be performed inside the rip, trapping, flattening of transparency, dealing with fonts, compensating for dot gain, all that can be controlled by JDF controls. Now this